Okay, so now that we've got all of our ribbon on, the next step you can do, if you did not do this already when you added your ribbon, you can kind of separate out spread them out, the ribbon. And this is what I call finessing the wreath. It's something you will do over and over again, because when we go to add the sign, it will kind of mash things down and we'll want to do this again. But sometimes it just helps kind of getting that ribbon initially separated. And then it's just a matter of kind of fluffing it. And so you just kind of work your way around the wreath. Sometimes the mesh will have long pieces like this. So you'll, it's normal for the mesh to do this, and you just want to trim that off. As I probably have already mentioned a couple times, the mesh will catch on everything and it will unravel. So it's just natural properties of this mesh. So anyway, we're gonna just I'm just gonna kind of do this a little bit, and then I'm gonna get to showing you how to finish off your wreath, because I will end up doing this yet again. So, all right, I'm gonna flip it over because I forgot we're gonna do the back side of this, and this will change things. So a couple things you'll notice, you've got all your wiry pipe cleaner ends, and you have some of this mesh that's kind of, if you notice this one, it's rolling in. So we're going to fix those things to make sure we get the fullest effect on the front side. Now there's three tools well, there's one tool you'll definitely want, is a pair of scissors, because you'll need that to cut any straggling things, and everyone pretty much has a pair of scissors around. The other things that can be useful but not necessary are some nose type pliers and some wire cutters. Again, they're not mandatory. You can totally do this without. I like to use them just because I've got them. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take this one here, because this is a good example. It's rolling outwards, and I really would like that to be more inside. And so what I'm doing is undoing that pipe cleaner. I'm going to actually push that pipe cleaner through one more wire. So it gives me a little bit more leverage to kind of pull that in. You see how that rolls that mesh more to the front? So that's very helpful in making your wreath. So like your ribbon and stuff is really showing on the front side. So now you can twist that down. And if you don't have needle nose pliers or wire cutters, it's fine. You just then kind of roll this down, because what we want to do is the ends of pipe cleaners have a little bit of wire showing, and we just don't want that to poke you or the surface that you're hanging your wreath on. If you have the pliers, you can then twist a few times and just trim off the excess so you don't have as much to roll down. And then you could, if you don't have the needle nose pliers, you could certainly just do this like that. So then we're going to move to the next one. And again, this one's kind of, this red is rolling out, so I'm going to move that more towards the inside. So again, I'm going to give myself a little bit more leverage and pull that in like this. And then if you have both tools, you can trim, and then I just take this and roll it down that way. It just kind of saves my fingers. My fingers get really dry from making all the wreaths, and so sometimes they poke, and it breaks the skin a lot more. But that's the only real advantage to having those. So I'm going to continue to do this all the way around, and then so I'm going to speed up the video for now to do this, and